Good morning, Rise to the Callers. I am so honoured to be able to journey with you for the next month. Today I am sharing with you a nature connection practice, and each week you'll be getting given another practice, an invitation for you to participate in a nature connection practice that will hopefully deepen your relationship with nature, cultivate that sense of interconnection and wonder. And that will be a practice that you can bring into your daily life as well. So today I'm sharing with you a simple but profound one. And what I invite you to do is find a friend, a partner, a housemate, a family member, anyone like that. This is a partner practice, and just coming out to any natural spot. I am simply in my backyard in Jan Juc. So it's as simple as stepping out into the area that is just as accessible to you. And I invite you to have your partner and one of you place a blindfold on the other. And the person who is blindfolded, you get guided very gently and very carefully by the person who is not blindfolded, just by cusping their elbow and guiding them in that way very slowly as they are blindfolded. And we want to be careful about the bumps and dints in the land. And so slowly moving them towards something that you want them to explore. And so you might guide them over to something like a lemon tree. I have a beautiful lemon tree in my backyard. And you'll get them to about here, and then just guide their hand down to where the plant, tree, grass is, and allow them in silence the chance to explore this plant and this piece of nature for the first time, to feel its texture, its temperature, to see how big it is, how small it is, what it feels like, what it smells like, those utilizing of the senses. And then after they've finished exploring that, then slowly guide them to another spot, somewhere close by. Doesn't need to be, in the most outrageously beautiful space. It can be anywhere. And allow them again to really explore whatever it is you've guided them to. And repeat this a fair few times in silence. Obviously, if you feel like you need to let them know something while they're walking for safety reasons, please do. But other than that, really allow them to drop into themselves. And this is a sensory activity. We have often become quite desensitized to some of our senses. So our touch, our sense of touch, our sense of smell, our sense of hearing have become quite dulled. And part of our connection to nature is really feeling back into them. And also, when we take away sight, we actually experience these things, such as a lemon tree or a plant or a bush, for the first time in a different way than we've ever been able to experience it. And for me, when I first did this activity, I just had this absolute sense of awe and rediscovery of what I thought I already knew, but turns out I didn't. And we get, our eyes decide so much about what something will look like or feel like, that we don't really get the chance to feel it and really drop into that. And so that takes away the sight and allows us to really experience it in a different way for the first time. And that is, I found a really profound way to rediscover my backyard, rediscover what is around me, and is just a beautiful way of reconnecting. Because the things that I touched, I actually would never have guessed that that's what they were. When I got taken to a pumpkin plant, I would never have guessed that was a pumpkin plant until after I got my blindfold taken off and they pointed out where I was and what I was looking at. And it was like this whole other world was opened up to me. And so I really invite you to participate in this. It is a beautiful practice and is just an introduction into relearning our environment. And it's something you can do in your backyard or in the forest or at the beach or at your local park. But I guess it's an example of how we don't need to go out to these outrageously beautiful places to really drop in and experience nature, because it is all around us, it's in us, it is us. And so that's what this activity is an invitation to this week. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you next week, and I hope you've enjoyed the content that you've read and the videos that we've shared. Okay.